The Predator is directed by Shane Black, a man killed by the original Predator in the 1987 classic, and it stars Boyd Holbrook, Olivia Munn, Jacob Tremblay, Keegan-Michael and Thomas Jane, among a stupendous cast. And when a young boy accidentally triggers one of the universe's most lethal hunter's weapons, they return to Earth with only a ragtag crew of ex-soldiers, and a disgruntled science teacher can prevent the end of the human race. Now, I'm a huge fan of the original classic. You can see my review in my channel right now, and I've enjoyed most of what came after. I'm especially a fan of the underrated Predators from 2010, and I was excited for this film because I love Shane Black despite the setback for him as a director that was Iron Man 3. First of all, this film starts with a literal crash. A Predator ship chasing down another Predator ship in space, and portals are opening. They are transporting them from one point in space to another, and I just thought, I want to see that film. It doesn't give us that, but luckily the whole plot revolves around what led to that and why that was happening in the first place. We got a really colorful cast of characters. Keegan-Michael, Trevante, Rhodes, Thomas Jane, Olivia Munn, Yvonne, Strahovski, so many people that we love as actors, and most of them do a good job. Boyd Holbrook has this really good thing going on with his son, Jacob Tremblay, and the kid is not annoying. He does not annoy you by activating the weapons of the Predator. They really utilize that to a really good level. This is the heart of the film, and it beats really loudly. And Olivia Munn also did a good job. I like that she was believable as a science teacher, and I like that she was not a damsel in distress. She was one of the highlights of this film for me. I really enjoyed her. As far as our ragtag group of misfits, I was really disappointed because Shane Black has this ability to create really unique characters, and he just didn't this time. Thomas Jane suffers from Tourette syndrome, and he's the funny guy. Then Keegan-Michael is the guy who tells jokes, literally, so he's the funny guy. Then we got this guy called Nettles, who's very socially awkward, so he's the funny guy. And then we got Alfie Allen, who eats pickles from the jar at one point. That's what I know about his character. And if you are hoping to see Sterling K. Brown in action, you can kind of see it at one point, but the guy just disappears for most of the movie, so don't go see this film for Sterling K. Brown. I was really disappointed in that. The film takes a long while to get going. The first act is so exposition heavy and so setup heavy, there literally is nothing of interest going on. There maybe is one scene that explores a little bit of what came before in Predator lore. I'm not going to tell you what, but it involves Olivia Munn and Jake Busey, who's playing Gary Busey's son from Predator 2. But you wouldn't know that from the movie because they never reference it. Until something key happens at the beginning of the second act, that's when the movie really gets going, and that's when the Predators come in, and that's when what you want to see comes into play in the film. These guys versus the Predators, and that is spectacularly done. Shane Black definitely took some key tricks out of John McTiernan's book. He does action really, really well and really viciously. This movie is violent, insanely violent to a degree. It's adrenaline pumped, and I loved every minute of the action in this film. Rated R, like a Predator movie should be, and you can see it clearly, which is kind of a middle finger to all the movies that did this badly, because most of it happens at night. We got Predator, we got Predator dogs, we got something else that I will not spoil. I've only seen the first trailer, so I don't know what you people might have seen or not before the movie. And even the long stretch of the final battle of this film is set in a forest, much like the original Predator. So you can definitely see that Shane Black took the rightful tricks out of McTiernan, but he also took some references. Most of them work to the original Predator, be there key visual scenes or just lines. There's actually one line in specific that they twisted it around, and I absolutely loved it. I did not expect it, but they did really pull it off really well. And yet another one kind of falls flat, because it's supposed to be a joke, and that's the main problem. Shane Black goes for jokes a lot. It kind of had the Thor Ragnarok effect on me. Not only are these guys all the same basically at one point, but they throw out jokes when they really shouldn't. At points it feels really off tone. Not gonna spoil anything, but the very ending of this film, they set up for a sequel, of course, and honestly, I hope they get a sequel. But how the fuck did we not use that? I'm just gonna say that. When you guys see the movie, please comment in the comments below. Predator has its merits in most of what made the original one great. It's vicious, it's violent, it has really great sequences with the Predator, which is what you want to see, so I kind of feel like I felt about Kong Skull Island. I cannot say I was absolutely indifferent, and I cannot say I didn't have fun with this film. There are many things that I did not like about it. There are many things that I felt disappointed with about this film. Yet, I feel I want to see a sequel, and I'm going to watch this movie again. I'm going to give it the lowest I ever given, but the Predator gets a very, very low martini. It might be expired, but it's still a good time anytime. But what did you guys think of The Predator, my beautiful geekies? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know how you rank the Predator movies. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. I have many reviews coming for you this weekend. I have many reviews that I've just uploaded this past weekend on my channel. I hope to see you there. And so until the next review, you stay beautiful, you stay geeky, and if you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button, click the bell, and if you do, we can be geeky united!